Hello, everyone. It is Miss Pitts.
And Miss Pitts.
We are here to talk to you about what we're going to be doing today. And so, as you can see on the screen, there is a song here, I'll Make a Man Out of You. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be doing the assignment just like you, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it and the process within it. So you can see here that there is a graphic organizer, and there is an I hear section, and that makes me think section, now I wonder section. So you actually will have the same exact graphic organizer that you will be filling out, and you'll be doing the work just like we did. But you're going to be doing it on a completely different song. You're going to be doing it on The Bones.
I love that song.
It is a very good song. And so you can see here that I have attached a YouTube link to the song so you can hear it. And the video actually will show you the lyrics as you're able to listen to it. But I will also post this Google document, which is all of the lyrics as well. And it's another link to the song just in case you want to hear it again. So you can keep it as a separate tab, and you're going to put the lyrics that you hear right here, what that specific lyric makes you think, and then what that lyric makes you wonder. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that because we've done the same exact thing, but over a different song. So in a way, we are
modeling what they are going to be doing today.
Exactly. So you can see here, I'll Make a Man Out of You. We have already read the song, we have jammed out to it, and we are ready to talk about the 3 specific lines that we think are powerful and meaningful, because we are going to have to talk about what we think those lines mean, what they make us wonder. So we didn't want to just pick any line in it. We really had to think it through and pick a line that was powerful enough to put there.
And this song has so many, but
it does.
But we narrowed it down to 3.
So, we can see the first line we picked is, did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? So, you can see we put that right here in the first blank. And what that makes us think. What does that make me think? So the first thing I thought of is, since I love Mulan, one of my favorite Disney princesses, I've seen the film many times. This line is an example of dramatic irony.
Okay, and I wanted to talk about dramatic irony a little bit. I know we haven't talked about it much this year. You've probably heard of it in the past. But dramatic irony is the type of irony that you see in dramas, and that could be books, TV shows, movies. Dramatic irony is when the audience, the reader, or the person watching knows something that the characters don't. That makes dramatic irony. You're in on a secret that the other characters do not know.
And for example, like how this is dramatic irony, we, the audience, know that Mulan is in fact a daughter.
A daughter, a girl, yes.
And he's saying, did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? And at that moment, you're like, ooh, boy, like there is a daughter there. Like, yes. So, you know, you won't actually be able to make a man out of her, and that's perfectly okay. We later see in the film, but it's very funny because at the moment it's dramatic irony because you're like, oh, you don't even know. Like, they did send you daughters. So then now I wonder what this line specifically makes me wonder. So the first thing is I wonder what is going to happen next. Because if you haven't watched the film, that line makes you say, oh no, like he's already dissing on daughters. What's going to happen next? How is Mulan going to get through this? Then, will Mulan get caught? Because you know that he's already on the lookout. Like, did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? He's watching them closely. He's making sure they get powerful enough. So you're wondering, is Mulan going to be okay? Is she going to get caught? Then, what would they do if they knew a woman was in the army? Because he's saying, like, did they send me daughters? Like, he's already saying, like, you're not strong enough. You're not powerful enough. How would they react if they knew a real woman was in their midst? You know?
Okay, another lyric that stood out to us was tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. And of course, I copied and pasted that lyric. You look at these images we have here of a tranquil, relaxing forest. You think about the sounds, just how peaceful and calm that is. Well, when you go back to that line, tranquil as a forest, and then you have that but. Yeah, haha, we always laugh about that in class. But you have, on the other hand, on fire within. Being on fire within is not peaceful, not tranquil. So I think, the forest represents the calmness of a true warrior. You must be calm and, ready to make those decisions, to act. But you also, that fire within, you have to have that passion and perseverance to keep fighting. You have to have that within, but then you also have to have that persona of being calm and tranquil like the forest. And, that made me wonder, how difficult is it to become the perfect soldier? Just how much training do they have to have? And how long does that training take,
And I'll add that question right now.
Okay, yes.
How much training would that take? An incredible amount, Wolf. We saw it in the film.
In the film, yes.
So exactly, like to be level-headed, but to have that passion, that drive. Oh, what a line!
Yeah, and those skills, the repetition of it. That's in all soldiers in training. You repeat those skills in repetition so that it just comes naturally to you.
So then the next line we have, with all the force of a great typhoon.
How do you just read that? You have to sing it. With all the force of a great typhoon. Yeah, we could be choir teachers too.
Yes. Watch out, Miss Davis. So, you can see here some pictures of a typhoon. You can see that it is a lot of force,
look at that destruction, the picture.
It will leave a lot of destruction, a lot of damage in its wake.
And look at that. Look at that powerful verb underneath. Typhoon devastates the Philippines.
So yes, it really shows how powerful he expects them to be, to compel them to not just a typhoon, a great typhoon in a natural disaster. So what this line makes me think is that they want the warrior to become something powerful and strong. Every soldier must have the force of a great typhoon. They want them to be able to destroy the Huns, and nothing's going to be able to do that but something very drastic, something powerful, the force of a great typhoon. So then what does that line make me question? What does it make me wonder? Did he set such high expectations in order to ensure that they, the soldiers, reach their full potential? Because sometimes you set goals that are higher than what maybe you could actually reach, and you set them that high, that way you don't fall short. Like that one motivational quote, shoot for the moon, because even if you fail, then you'll land among the stars.
Yeah.
So I can say I'm going to run 2 miles, and maybe I'll just run, a lap around the neighborhood, but at least I ran. At least I tried to exercise. So I'm wondering, did he set that high expectation of being a great typhoon in order to motivate the soldiers that they will not actually, reach the greatness of a great typhoon, not cause that much destruction, but that they will reach their own full potential, as powerful as they can become? And then the second question, does he want them to think of themselves as destructive as a typhoon? Like, is he doing that to boost self-confidence? Does he really want them to view themselves as something powerful, as something dangerous? Is he just trying to hype them up so that they become these great warriors needed to defeat the Huns? And my last one was maybe did he mean what he said? Did he know it would really need something as powerful as a typhoon to defeat the Huns, since they are so powerful and so strong?
Yes, and I want to point out With all the force of a great typhoon, when you hear the word great, it's one of those multiple meaning words. It can mean more than one thing. And, oh, that's great, we usually think of as good. But in this situation, with all the force of a great typhoon, what do we mean there? Great means huge, okay, large. Just make sure that doesn't confuse you because, when you first see it, you might think, how can a typhoon be great? That's what it means.
Yes, so you're going to be filling out this exact same thing, but again, over the song, The Bones. And the link's going to be right here for you. You're going to copy and paste the 3 lyrics that are not just random lyrics, so powerful lyrics that you can talk about right here. You're going to say what you think about that specific lyric, and then you're going to say what that lyric makes you wonder. Yes. I do want to point out here that we don't just have, one line in each thing. You can see here that, yes, we did one thing for what it makes us think, but we had 3 questions over it in the Now I Wonder section. And you can see here we had more that we think about. It's 2 different lines, and we only have 2 questions, 2 things that it makes us wonder. So you should have a various amount within each one.
Right. I think the toughest thing about this assignment is going to only picking 3 lyrics.
Exactly, yes. It is very hard. So, we wondered things like what's going to happen next, like how difficult is it to be the perfect soldier. With the bones, you might wonder what is it, like what bones are they talking about? What are the bones? What do the bones represent? Just like the force represented something. What do the bones represent here? What paint is peeling? What does the paint peeling show? So you're going to be taking those questions and be thinking it through what you think.
Okay. Have fun, kiddos.
Bye.